Hello again. A bit of a different video today. It's very, very cold outside. It's in minus figures. There's frost on the ground. Not much going on anywhere, let alone down on allotment. And on the news are details of transport chaos as airports close down and roads are icy. Now, in one of my recent uploads, I explained that I had a health scare, a cholesterol warning, and as I've got heart disease, that's particularly important and necessary for me to reduce it. Now, during this process, I did have a long conversation with a doctor, a telephone consultant. We chatted on the phone, and he explained why. Now, I've had 2 heart attacks. The first one was an unknown cause. The second one was due to cholesterol, and it was during a particularly cold period, and he explained to me why. And I've found a couple of images on the internet that might explain what's happened to me. And what I thought I'd do is try to explain to you all my friends and other people on the internet how gardening and going down in the absolute freezing temperatures in the cold is very, very potentially dangerous for people that do have cholesterol issues as well. So if you know you've got a bit of a cholesterol issue, or if you're carrying a few extra pounds and you like your burgers and fried foods and things, and you think that you might be at risk of having, like cholesterol issues, then it might be worth paying attention and getting yourselves checked out and being wary of what's going on. Now, the actual problem, let me just change this, and can I do that? Yeah, look at that. The actual problem is this thing called Vasoconstriction, which basically means your arteries constrict. Let me just put on my little that'll do. So basically your arteries constrict. If you look at this image here, excuse me, it shows that when in the cold, stress, cigarette, don't ignore those, it's just a cold I'm worried about at the moment. When in the cold, your blood vessels will constrict, and that includes all the ones like capillaries all the way up to the arteries. Now, the problem is, if you have cholesterol in your arteries, these fatty deposits, as shown here, what can happen is that as the arteries constrict, that hole in the center gets smaller and smaller, and this cholesterol, this fatty deposit, gets more and more compressed and forms a more solid mass. And it can, in some cases, really constrict enough to actually cause a heart attack, or worse still, this fatty deposit will become globular. And then when you're warmed up again in the house like this, and your arteries go to their normal size, this globular cholesterol can break away and can flow into areas of other fatty deposits or valves and things, and cause an actual blockage, a constriction, and your blood flow to your heart will stop, causing a very serious heart attack. So that's basically what I have to say, is that if you are out there and you are doing things like really heavy exercise, your blood vessels may be there we go. Your blood vessels may be constricting, causing that fatty deposit to constrict and become more solid, causing it will be at risk to break away. So please take care of yourselves. Wear protection, gloves, hats. Most of your body heat is lost through your head, so wear like a woolly hat or something. don't get into a situation where you're really puffing and panting. And if you feel any chest constriction at all, it might be a pain, you just might have like a heaviness on the chest, then seek medical attention. And obviously if you have any stabbing pains, dial 999 wherever you are, and shout for help. Better be safe than sorry. So take care everybody. Bye bye now.